offensive player and their best defensive player.
Welcome to the Outback Sports Podcast. We are live on location at the Royal Mail Hotel in Sebastopol, your home of NFL football in Ballarat. Gents.
Cheers, boys.
As we open a beautiful Breheny Brothers beer.
It's good, this one.
That's good, this one. You've left that nice and vague, Jamie. That's good, mate.
What do we got here? The Queensland Bitter Ale Mid. Not usually a mid, man, but...
You fucking should be.
Yeah. Driving back to Melbourne tonight, we'll just enjoy a couple of middies. But yeah, beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
Very good. Well, the Royal Mail, thanks to the Royal Mail for hosting us today as we're nice little setup. We're still improving, getting the setup over the next month. We're going to be here recording on a Monday night. So it's exciting, boys.
Be fucking transparent with the listeners, Adam. We've spent the last 3 hours stuffing around with podcast equipment. It hasn't been an easy road to get here. So if you're not happy with it, get over it. We'll get better.
My favourite part is we're used to playing around, stacking chairs and boxes just to make it work at home. We've come into this beautiful establishment and we've done the exact same thing. So you don't want to see behind the camera because I'm looking at 2 tables stacked with a chair on top of it and we're not even using the thing.
No, it's been very good. It's been very good. Well, Jello, yesterday thanks to Breheny Brothers, we headed to the ice hockey to check out the Melbourne Ice. How much fun was that?
Mate, we had a ripping day. It was an absolute crack. It was my first ever ice hockey experience and blew me away. It was a bit of a shellacking in the end, wasn't it? What was the score?
10-zip. 10-zip. The Adelaide Adrenaline got an absolute pummeling.
That is a pasting, especially in ice hockey terms. I don't know a heap about it, but I know you only get 1 point for a sausage and to put home 10 of them to nothing, that's a fucking wiped like a dirty ass.
The goals are about this big as well. So
when you see the goals, it's impressive. The one sport, hats off to anyone who plays ice hockey because it's hard enough playing hockey, but then skating around like they do, smoking each other, insanity. But yeah, it was quite the atmosphere, quite fun. Oh, it won't be my last time I go to the ice hockey in Australia because it was a good time.
No, you get me back for a second time, mate. Obviously got to enjoy a few brews there as well, which is always good. And after the game, got to meet the head coach, Adam. That was pretty cool.
Yes, Kerry Goulet. He's a big man in concussion and in the concussion space. And we cannot wait to have him on the program in a few weeks' time, hopefully. But he's got the Melbourne Ice boys. They are just peaking at the right time of year turn.
Give me a bit of insight. Are they finals bound?
So he was telling us they started the season 10-2. Because their goalie, and ice hockey, their goalie
he's everything.
Very, very important. Their goalie had visa issues turn. So they went 10-2 to start. Since then, something like 14-4 or something, and they are on a heater. They've got a couple of games and might need a few results to slide, but you do not want to see the Melbourne Ice come finals time.
So we're getting on the Melbourne Ice. That's our team.
100%. We got told before, David Booth, watch out for David Booth, over 500 NHL games, super duper stuff, 41 years of age. The fact that he's still skating around at 41 is quite impressive, but 3 sausages in the first period and 5 minutes took the game away from the Adelaide Adrenaline and he started the pasting, didn't he, Jello?
You think Scott Pendlebury's done it for a long time. David Booth, my Lord, he looked like a 19-year-old on ice out there, just cruising around. And I said to Adam, after the first period, he's already banged home 3 sausages. Surely you just grab your stick, you put it in the rack and you just watch the boys cruise home. But he was still out there in the final minute.
Final minute, he was still skating around.
Man in the match?
Had to be. Had to be.
No expert, but I'll give the 3 votes to David there.
Davey Boothie. The poor fellow that gave away 10 snags for the Adelaide Adrenaline, he saved something like 63. They had 70-odd shots on
That's a
goal.
pepperin'.
They called some pepper in the old Adrenaline, but anyone who does want to go to the ice hockey in Melbourne, I definitely recommend it. It is good, and you can enjoy a Breheny Brothers beer in the O'Brien Group Ice House. So,
mate, cracking spot to sit as well. Literally looks over the whole ring. You can have a frothy looking over through the glass. It's all-star experience. Unbelievable.
Very good. A bit of local footage. Wasn't so good from this side of the table, but you boys had a good win.
Yeah, grand final rematch in the Packers. We ended up going up by about 8 goals, but we started really well, kicked 6 in the first quarter, I think, and it just was probably the margin for the rest of the day. The Bunyung boys, they fought hard, and they're going to be one to watch in the finals, I think. Very physical, but good to get the chockies. I caught one in the elbow, of all places. Oh, punched in the elbow.
Oh,
Punched in the elbow.
how's the other guy?
Yeah, I would have hurt his fist.
Oh, I don't know, but it rendered me just a bit useless because I lost all strength in me arm, hand for the rest of the game. I reckon I would have been lucky to have 5 touches for the game, but 4 points, move
That'll
on.
be a good game for you then, mate.
Good on you, mate. What about you, blokes? Oh, you've lost. Go on, talk about that.
Well, I didn't play. I had the week off. I was back in the coach's box this week, and it's been a good year this year, just previously coaching quite a bit, and this year's been good to just kick back. And I thought, I'll just go there. I'll not play and I'll enjoy it. As soon as that game started, I was up in the box and the coaching fever really kicked in. It was enjoyable. Unfortunately, the boys got run out of puff and Dalesford got the job done, but a lot of good signs from Saturday. And I think we're very under the radar come finals, but I think if we can put it together, you only need to win 3 and hopefully we can get it done. But Jamo?
Yeah, we had an honourable loss. We'll call it that for our last game.
Slow start as well for the boys.
Yeah, we were struggling there. I think we had 1 goal to us at half time. Didn't touch the turn in the first half. Not a single disposal. Not even
Shock.
Not a single touch to it. Bit of a funny story, which we'll touch on a little bit later. But our granddad, mine and Adam's granddad, came up to me at half time. He says, James, if you kick a goal today, I've got a big, juicy gold nugget for you.
And he loves goal detecting, Grandad. He loves his detecting.
Seasoned veteran when it comes to goal detecting.
Prospector.
He is. He's a genuine prospector. So he gave me a pretty honourable offer. And I guess, we'll touch on that a little bit later, what happened in the second half.
Birds took another L turn.
Yeah, no, we suck still. I'm at the stage now, like Jamie, with the honourable losses. I'm a bit jack of it. Looking forward to the season be over, go to the draft, and hopefully next year we can come back better.
Climb up the ladder a little bit.
The one that I can't believe, there's 2 blokes in this room that their teams drew, and they didn't play against each other.
Did you know, a fun fact for you, last time there was 2 draws in a round, the AFL Grand Final was a draw.
Oh.
So, any people that want to look at potential future scores, AFL Grand Final this year.
History to repeat itself.
So you buy your replay tickets already? Is that what you're saying?
Didn't they can?
No, they've canned the replay now. It's extra time.
Oh, so it should be as well.
Here.
Yeah.
But a strange one in the AFL. Saints now done for finals. Did you see Carlton in the last sort of 2 or 3 minutes just chipping around, playing keepings on?
Genuinely parked the bus. No intentions
Harry
to win.
Mackay had it 60 out with 20 seconds to go, and he's booted the ball to half-back flank. That is gutless. That I tell you, now they roll into finals. Instead of playing Collingwood, which would you say is a very winnable game, they're likely going to come up against Adelaide over in Adelaide, and that's a team I don't want to play in the finals. I'll tell you that.
Very good record there, though, I think. They do against.
They match up really well against each other for some reason. I don't know what it is.
The Hawks boys as well ended up drawing up. It was an absolute shocker there. Dylan Moore, how's the odds of this? That the ball ends up in the same bloke's hands that when we drew against Collingwood earlier in the year, unfortunately couldn't kick the ball 50 metres and
couldn't kick over a jam jar, the prick.
No, neither can I, so I can't give him too much hate. But
gets paid hundreds of thousands of dollars and can't fucking get the distance. Ridiculous.
Yeah, we were just chatting before when we walked into this beautiful establishment here, the Royal Mail, and Harry's a big Hawks fan as well. And we just, as soon as I saw that Hawks keychain, I just gave him the nod and said, let's not talk too much about the footy because not a good result for the Hawks. That very lucky it didn't cost us a top 4 spot, but it might have cost us 3rd.
What's the difference between playing? So you play Sydney instead of Fremantle.
You play Sydney up in Sydney, but after what's going on in Sydney this week, which we'll touch on, I think that's the team I'd want to be playing.
It's not the only thing.
Deary me. Let's move on.
Beep that out.
Unbelievable! Oh, wow! Incredible!
First down.
Rightio, we're going to start with the cricket, and the winner of the week, lads, is Bangladesh. The Bangor boys have come to Australian soil and wiped us like a dirty arse.
Pummeled us.
Absolutely pummeled us. So they bowled Australia for 284 in the first dig. And I will say, as an Australian cricket fan, I thought we'll defend that.
Yeah, 100%.
I thought we'll defend that. No. We'll touch on the 6 for Hassan Mahmood. Bowled beautifully, quick. Looked really good. Looked really good.
What are we talking? 125?
Yeah, about 125 there. But looked really good. Just bowled a beautiful channel. Then in the batting innings, as I said, I thought we were going to run through them. Tanzir Hassan on debut, 101.
Dead on.
Bravo. Debut test. They went on to post 426. Their captain, I can't remember his name, but went on and got 80 odd off 100 odd rocks, batted beautifully as well. And the Aussies they're in a bit of strife. Enter Cam Green, well batted Cam. I had a lot of.
What did I say on the program last
Yeah,
week?
you did, mate.
I said, wait, if anyone wants to put anything on, don't gamble like me or gamble responsibly. Cam Green was going to make 100.
Yeah, but also after the first innings, which is probably what you'd gamble on because you'd expect us to show up against Bangladesh, who aren't a recognised great of Test cricket, and he just dismissal in the first innings. You could have gave me $10 million and I wouldn't have fucking went anywhere near Cam Green. After his dismissal in the first innings, I was calling for his head. So well done, Cam. I'll give you your flowers. Batted beautifully. Well-deserved. Silence a few of the haters. Still not convinced. Anyway, Mahidi Hassan Miraz got 5 for in that second innings. We bowled Australia out and then only needed 50 odd to win. Made them pretty comfortably, won by 9 wickets. And going into Mackay with our tails between our legs, I would say, lads. And I've got a few things that I'm very bullish on. Something that I thought we should have done at the start of this series, we'll call it, because it's a dead rubber, essentially. Probably hurts our World Test Championship, if anything. But I would have liked to probably see us try and play some form of youth. Marnus hasn't made a run. I like that they kept Weatherald, and I think now you have to stick with the 11 that you've got. But Lyon didn't look like it. Marnus got no runs again. Green, first innings, I was calling for his head, as I said. It's really posing a lot of questions on the depth and future of Australian cricket for me.
Well, you are the cricket enough, even though I beat you in the cricket quiz the other week. Yeah, I'm with you in terms of, like, is it a Cooper Connolly, or there's a lot of Aussie younger talent that probably need to get blooded. Marnus hasn't made a run for a long time either. But that's probably the most surprising thing about this game is Australia, the 11 they played was the 11 they've just finished off in the Ashes with.
The Australia A team beat Bangladesh.
Yeah, so it's a bizarre result. No one in Australia knew the game was happening. It looks like the Aussie actual players didn't think the game was happening either, because they must have rolled up after a night on the piss and the bangers banged it.
Absolutely. The big argument that I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of friends and cricket-minded people like myself, and they go, well, who do you bring in? Because the highest averaging player in the Shield in the last 2 years is Matt Renshaw with 40 odd, and below that, everyone averages sort of mid to high 30s. Like, I can see it's hard to select someone on that, but at some stage you have to select someone because the blokes in that side aren't getting any younger. They need to get to the stage where they go, right, Nathan Lyon, fantastic career, but we've got to look elsewhere. Our bowling unit, yes, how good they've been, but we have to start looking elsewhere because it's been our bowlers that have bailed us out time and time again. Our batting lineup hasn't been that strong for years, and we just get enough of a total that we go, we've got 4 of the best bowlers in the world, go and get it done, and they do. So I think at some stage it has to be a major change in the Aussie cricket rankings.
When Australia picked Marnus, he only averaged 33 or something.
Yeah, exactly right.
So, yeah, I think that's probably what you got to try and find. Look at someone who is super talented and I guess give him a go.
Couldn't agree more. We'll move on.
And what in the world?
Second down.
All right, well, second down, boys. We are going to the AFL for the biggest loser of the week. And this is a developing story. Only really come about since time recording, probably the last sort of 3-4 hours we started hearing about it on this Monday night at the Royal Mail.
7:06 p.m.
Thank you. And what has happened? So the Swans have played Essendon in Melbourne last night, Sunday night. The curfew for the Sydney airport was cut off, so they were forced to stay here in Melbourne. And the boys have gone out in the town and run an absolute muck because basically developing in this story is apparently there's been some allegations of sexual assault coming out happening at this hotel that the Swans were playing at. Very awful look, terrible time of year, the terrible thing to happen, full stop. Not good for the Swans running into finals at the moment, and it's looking very, very ugly.
Well, it's a full police investigation, so a very serious topic. Matthew Pavlich, the Swan CEO, said multiple players.
Several
were
was the word he
involved.
used, yeah.
So it's something that could honestly derail the season. Whether the players, whether it's multiple, whoever the players are, that doesn't matter. This going on in the culture of the footy club.
Oh, it's a lot of external noise that's going to impact them both on and off field. Like, it'll be talked about in every media outlet while they're at training, preparing for finals. It's,
Just talks a bit about club culture too. It's something that you do not want to have involved in your footy club. And the worst time of year for it to be happen is they push for a finals run.
I said it on the drive here. I'm like, this is the stuff you lose members from. And
100%.
rightly so, because it's pretty disgusting. Like, I know, Adam, you've done a lot of work for Respect Victoria, really trying to change the stigma behind horrible things like this happening. So it is an absolute gutless look for the Sydney Football Club. Whatever's happened, I'm sure we're going to find out more, and we can't point the finger too hard at anyone independently directly, but we know they've definitely fucked up. And yeah, it's horrible to see.
Yeah, exactly right. As long as what happens, the investigation happens, and as long as the person or people that were involved, they get what's coming for them. Because at the end of the day, as you just touched on, Jamo, it's all about the stigma and about change. Us as males, it's hit us in Ballarat quite a bit over the last few years with females being murdered. And we just need to be better as males, to be better role models for our sisters, our mums, our grandmothers, our daughters. Because a story I told a little bit when I do the Respect Vic chats, but a good friend of mine, she says she never gets dropped off at her doorstep just because she doesn't want people knowing where she lives. And I just find that, like, imagine if you didn't feel comfortable to get dropped off at your own door because someone might fucking, who knows, do what. Like, as men, we just need to be better at setting a better example, holding people accountable, and things like this just go to show, we just need to be better as a whole.
Pressure and taken down.
Third down.
Well, I actually sent a message to our friend Nick Pendone, Cleveland Browns reporter in Cleveland, the other day before the preseason game turned, and I said, "How are our Browns looking?" And he said, "No."
Oh, I can tell you how they're looking. Fuck me. I was so full of hope too. Like, you and me both talked a lot about our draft that we've just had, picked a lot of really solid options. Like, we've both been really bullish on Denzel Boston and KC Concepcion. Who the fuck's going to get him the ball?
Well, that's who's under pressure for us this week, is the Cleveland Browns quarterback room. And going through the stats, like Deshaun Watson, 11 of 15 for 126 yards. The worst fumble I've ever seen in a game.
Oh,
of
my
football
God.
ever. And multiple times just missing. He missed a slant where he just grasped it, and it was so bad. He had Isaiah Bond open for a wide open touchdown. He missed. But then Shador, 6 of 11 for 79 yards and a really bad pick.
That could be the worst pick I've nearly ever seen.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Did you see his reaction to it in the media?
Oh, my God. He's missed the receiver by 15 metres.
Yeah.
And then Dylan Gabriel. This could be the worst stat line.
Get his name out your mouth. What are we talking about?
5 of 8 for 23 yards and a pick. I could throw the ball. He's hardly getting the ball forward. He's completed 5 passes for 23 yards.
You've both seen me throw a football. There is no way that he deserves more money than me to play that position. As a third-string quarterback, I'd walk into this Browns quarterback room, I think.
Look, I'm going to be the optimistic one for you here, boys, and say, 1, it's just the first preseason game. It's not the first time a QB room's come out and shit the bed in a preseason game. 2, you've got a lot of things to look forward to. KC Concepcion is looking like an absolute demon.
Yes, Jamie, but again, if we can't get him the ball, what's the fucking point? Oh, my God.
You can return.
That's the only way we look like scoring this year.
Spencer Fano as well, looking quite good.
Just been not named as left tackle starter, but he's now the first team left tackle, which is good.
One thing, this is how I can see the Brown season going, is punt return KC Concepcion tries to run as far as he can. Quinshon Judkins, field goal. KC Conception, rinse and repeat.
Wildcat, Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah.
You just love that one. I was a bit critical last year when you put old Quinshon in the Wildcat, but one of your best plays,
It was
apparently.
one of our better plays. But, yeah, while we're talking Brown's draft, I listened to the Draft Route boys. If you're an NFL fan and want to get involved, listen to them boys. They're very good. They said best draft of the league was the Cleveland Browns. So I was happy to hear that. But, yeah, the quarterback room at the moment is extremely under pressure.
McAfee bangs him out of bounds.
Fourth down.
Rightio, our highlight play of the week. We're going back to our AFL. And this one happened against Adams Dogs. Billy Hayward you've called Mark of the Year last week. Will Hayward has taken Mark of the Year this week. He has got a step ladder out, planted it firmly in the ground, put supports off either side on it, climbed on top of it, jumped on Riley Sanders' head, taken Mark of the Year, come down, knocked the guts out of himself, and he was absolutely cooked after it. That's how high he got at him.
That's the best thing about when you take a hanger is that you can't breathe after you've landed.
You asked Jamie to paint a picture the other week, and there's your picture for it. He's got that high that when he's come down, he's knocked the wind out of himself and absolutely cooked himself, but an absolutely monster grab. And if that doesn't win Mark of the Year, I'll spew up. Terry Wallace style.
It's got to be a good Mark of the Year competition this year. But rumor has it that Will Hayward did come down with snow on his head as well. So
Well, he doesn't have hair on his head, so
he was almost almost as high as me at California Bears Memorial Field.
Okay, boys, I'm going a bit off script. We're going away from the run sheet, but I just thought of this mid-pod. Jack Baumaster.
True.
He was unfortunately cut by the San Francisco 49ers. Bad move, especially after he blew up on the socials for the Niners socials too. He's been re-signed. LA Rams have just signed him, so he's still a chance to play at the G.
come on, Jackie.
And my who I'm going for in this game, it was definitely Niners. Jack, definitely Niners. Now I'm like, if he makes the cut for the Rams, do I?
Miles Garrett.
Yeah, Miles Garrett. It's
Aaron
still-
Donald.
Hey, Rams, AU, Niners, we're still very much
Free
can
agents.
be free agents. So, yeah,
We can be swung either way. We just need a little bit of a nudge and we'll go there.
exactly.
But that
right.
being
So-
said, at this stage, fuck the Rams. Give me back my defensive end.
So that's where I want to start. But the Panthers have signed Darren Waller. So he come back last season after a semi-retirement, bit of a Johnny Farnham, and showed a little bit, just couldn't stay on the park. But another nice weapon to go with Tedero McMillan, giving Bryce Young someone to throw the pill to. Thoughts with that one, gents?
As you said, he actually looked really solid in the couple of games that he played, but the best ability is availability. So, I don't know. It's one of them ones. Do you manage him and just play him limited snaps and try and get the best out of him? Or, yeah, that's the hardest part. I just don't really see how he fits into that offense now.
Yeah, another year older, another year closer to his retirement that probably should have been last year. So doesn't make a difference for the Panthers. And I think it's going to be a big test for Bryce Young. It's massive boom or bust. Boom, he's locked in for the Panthers for the next 5, 6, 10 years. Bust, I reckon he'll be on a different team next year.
Huge call, Jamo, but I'm not going to disagree with you. The next one was, did you see the Michael Penix tour
Yeah.
meme that's just blowing up?
Yeah.
So Tua is going to start for the Falcons to start the year, and Michael Penix did the old, this guy.
This guy.
What do we think, gents?
I think he'll last 3 games.
Baked out or actually benched?
Three games, and well, I'm going to go either. because both are quite likely. He's either carrying over his concussion symptoms into this season, which will result in picks, or he does cop another knock to the head, which from there you think Tua, probably time to hang it up, brother, if it isn't time already. Michael Penix, he's the bloke you went out and drafted. He's shown promise. He's got that beautiful left arm. I just think he deserves to be the QB1 in this room, and it won't be long till he takes over.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I'm with Michael Penis on this one. Why? Like the look that he's given Tua is fair enough. There's no way in the world that Tua should be starting over him. Tua's career is now at the stage where he should just be a backup, and that's all he should ever be. Yeah, like you said, Jamie, Michael Penis has shown more than enough talent that I think he should be the starting man. And yeah, 3 weeks is more than enough to see enough to go, here you go.
Falcons will suck. Falcons will be one of the worst teams.
They've also made it clear that they're just going to run the fuck out of the ball.
But Stefanski isn't that good of a coach. How he got...
Hey, take our word for it. He can't coach.
He's an offensive coach who Jamie thought was a defensive coach.
He had to be.
Brow's offense has been so
I was about to say,
bad.
that's not really his fault. We just sucked.
But golly. Yeah, they'll be really bad this year. That's my... We'll do our NFL predictions in the coming weeks, but that is one for me. They are going to suck. They won't be as bad as Cleveland.
Bottom of Adam's pyramid.
They are on the bottom rung, for sure. Next is the Seahawks re-signing, extending Witherspoon. Yeah, 4 years, $132 million.
That's a pay packet.
It is quite a pay packet, but
Fair enough,
very
too.
good players.
Easy top 5 corner in the competition, probably top 3.
Bit of Geelong action going on there at the Seahawks. How they paid all these blokes? I know old Kenny Walker marched out of there, but far out.
Everyone else has got a bag. The next one was the Steelers extended Keanu Benton, 4 years, $72 million. Anything from that, boys?
Good signing, old Keanu Reevesy.
It just shores up that Steelers defense, I think, as much as I don't really like talking about Steelers because we don't like them, Adam.
No, we don't.
But yeah, their best weapon is their defense at the moment, so they've got to keep their defense as strong as they can. So good signing.
UCLA have just hired Derek Carr as a special advisor. Now, this one, Derek Carr has just, I guess, been a bit out of action, like not out of the spotlight for the last sort of 12 months. Does his little podcast and whatnot, but what are our thoughts on this, gents?
I've always liked Derek Carr. I just
was nearly an MVP.
Yeah, like just feel like
snap.
his whole career was just sort of like overlooked because he was in Las Vegas. Like there was just so many better teams out there, and I just think he was always a solid quarterback. I've seen a lot of videos and a lot of his podcast stuff. He's actually got like a great football brain, so I think it's a perfect person to have, and wouldn't surprise me if within a year or two that he's a head coach of a college team.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Great program him and his brother do there. So that's one I definitely check out. So yeah, good to see that. Good get for UCLA there. What does special advisor mean though? That's what I'd
Get
like.
paid to do fuck all.
I reckon he'll literally stand on the sidelines next to the head coach, and the head coach will go, I don't know what to do. And he'll go, I've played 12 seasons in the NFL. Let me figure it out.
It's like Andrew Luck at Stanford, I reckon, one of those.
Yeah.
Like, just sit there on the sideline and just get the best seats in their house.
Shout out to UCLA punter Curtis Durant. He's an Aussie boy, Geelong man.
Big leg.
Really good fella too. So check out the podcast with Curtis if you haven't seen it.
It's a good one, yeah.
Next bit, boys. We've had a listener of the program reach out and say, look, I want to get into the NFL, which is what this podcast is all about. Trying to help grow Aussies' interest in the game without boring people about it. And Wellesley, big fan of the program. I've sort of put it to the people. How can we help pick Wellesley's NFL team? So I thought today, let's start off. Easiest way to get it from 32 teams to 16 is let's do a poll. NFC, AFC. Boys, who did you want? Who did you vote?
I almost think we could get it down to 30 straight away and just say, don't go for either of our teams. That's probably.
And then we could probably throw in the Dolphins, the Falcons. Who else could we throw in there?
We've got the results anyway. So after a lot of votes, we've had the AFC is the winner. So his team that he will be supporting, both of our sides are still alive, which is worrying.
So it's down to 14.
But Walesy is going to be going for an AFC side. Let us know in the comments what the next
Division.
yeah. Maybe it is division. We go
Mm.
divisions and it picks it down to 4, then we get it down to a team. So if you need to pick an NFL team too, reach out to us because I feel like this is a cool way of helping our fans.
There's a fella on TikTok, Instagram. I can't exactly remember what his name. He's the sweep fella that does the zins.
Oh, yeah.
He has been doing a very similar thing about trying to pick what English Premier League team he'll support for the rest of his life. But he put all the teams on a spinny wheel and has been eliminating 1 or 2 a day and had a few little wild cards. It's actually been really enjoyable to watch. So every chance we get a little spinny wheel and
Maybe we do
punch
that,
them all in
boys.
there.
Reoccurring segment. Get the
Reoccurring
spinny
segment.
wheel out. If you need a team, we'll spin it for you on the podcast. I reckon we can source a spinny wheel.
Turn's just done it the night yesterday with the
We might as well touch on that while we're going.
yeah.
Massive shout out to Miranda Clampett, who won the Breheny Brothers slab giveaway. Had something like 800 entries overall. I really didn't enjoy entering all of them manually. Thanks to you blokes they went on the piss down of the ice hockey. I had to go and enter all of them. That was good. But yeah, Miranda Clampett was the winner of that one. So a lot of people said rigged because we do know Miranda quite well. And her husband, who you'd think would go, oh, I'd love a slab of beer, doesn't drink. So
So I was best man at her husband's wedding, and so very close. He doesn't drink. She's just given birth to their first son, so currently breastfeeding, barely drinks. So I'm going to say it was probably a waste of the beautiful Breheny Bros brewery. I was talking to her today, and she said, you can pick. So I've picked Royal Lagers because they're my favourite, and I'm not going to lie, I'm hoping that
Donated back.
swung my way, to be honest.
I was going to say, you might ask her to donate them to Jamie because he's going to owe each of us a box of beer by the end of the NFL season.
It would save him one of the boxes, wouldn't it?
Thanks, Miranda. Cheers.
Let's move to the files term. What have you dug up this week?
Oh, fuck the snapper. It was his fault.
Welcome to the Intern Files with the intern.
Any danger hit me between the nipples, mate. All right, lads. Throwing it back to 1970.
You're loving going a blast from the past.
Yeah, well, I'm just keeping all the newer ones. See, once the newer stats become older, then they seem like they're more hidden gems again.
Back when you had a full head of hair, Aiden.
1970, my mum and dad were only just born, mate, so good one. That was good. You got me there. Cockhead. Saints kicker Tom Dempsey. Any of you ever heard of Tom?
Haven't heard of Tom Dempsey.
Never heard of Tom?
Never met Tom, no.
Tom had a record.
Dempsey played footy for Essendon.
No, couldn't care less, especially because he played for Essendon. Tom had a 43-year record for the longest field goal. Kicked a 63-yarder back in 1970.
Back then.
Back then, a 63-yarder.
Impressive.
That's a good crack.
And this record stood for 43 years.
Wow.
Do you know what makes it even more impressive? He didn't have any toes on his kicking foot.
What? So he's knowing them.
You're making this up. This
I am
can't
not
be
making
real.
this up. Wait until I show the graphic when I make my reel up for this.
So he
He's missing half of a foot. He's kicking the ball with half of a foot, and I'll show the video too.
Tommy no toes.
The video too. I cannot stress this enough. Looks so. He walks in, dawdles in, thumps at 63 as if it's nothing to win the game with half a foot. His foot's this big because he's missing all of his toes. It's like a genuine stump.
But maybe it helped him. Maybe that's what worked for him.
It looks like a hammer on the bottom, a sledgehammer on the bottom of his foot.
How
So,
did he lose his toes in like Vietnam or something?
great question. I didn't look that far into it. I just thought that's as bizarre as I've heard. So,
And for 43
43 years
stand
for a
too.
bloke with no toes,
63 yards. That,
half a foot,
what's the record now? 66.
60,
By Cam
60,
Level.
7, yeah. Cam Little got it, didn't he?
60.
Cam Little.
Little,
yeah.
didn't he beat it last year?
6-7. So to only be like 4 yards, as someone who at Cal Berkeley had a go at a field goal too,
Quite well.
back myself as like a reasonable, no rugby background, like they probably do better, but I think I banged a 30-yarder home and I was quite
I think you got a 45 or a 40, but like distance-wise, you didn't get the accuracy.
yeah. It was, but it was like 63. It's a hell of a lot further than that.
And as I
And
said,
I have a fully a size 11.
Wait till I clip this up because you will see and you'll go, "Well, it looks so effortless. It's unbelievable."
What like shoe does he wear? Does he wear a normal shoe?
Nah, it's custom made. As I said, it looks like a hammer where his foot should be. It's literally just like a big cleaver on his foot. Like, you know them meat tenderizers? It looks like he's got one of them hanging off his leg.
Wow, maybe if I'm going for a second career as a kicker, I might just give me toes to chop and we'll see how you go.
Maybe you should shave your toes off for your football career because it might help you.
Yeah.
Is it the end of your football career? Season
We
done.
might make the announcement later in the year. We're talking over with the family and friends and we'll come to the decision. I'll have to do it live on podcast.
The LeBron James decision.
Might be taking my talents to South Beach. Nah, it's either Gordon or nothing for me next year, but we'll make that decision a little bit later in the program, but leaning towards running it back.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Well, boys, because it's been pre-season time, I thought we would go a little bit of a game for you two. I like giving you boys a little bit of a game because
there's no competition when we play, so.
No, I just win. So I've got to let them compete. Just get a few refreshments, thanks to Breheny.
I was about to say, and a big shout out to Harry too, because he's just set us up with a beautiful little bucket with ice and a handful of stubbies in there. So we have not had to get up, haven't had to move. It's been beautiful.
The Royal Mail boys, we've got to come back here for dinner because I was just looking at the special boards over there. I'd be going for the sticky day pudding, boys. How good is that? Let's start with the dessert, $12. Get yourself down to the Royal Mail. Good Palmer, I heard.
Yes, very good Palmer. A few weeks' time, Royal Mail, Outback to Endzone. Really sort of get the people
get the community involved.
Exactly right. But getting back to my game, boys, preseason football is all about people that you have no idea who they are. That's what preseason football is.
I sat through the whole Colts game and could have named about 5 players on the park for us, maybe 10.
So I've picked, my initial game was, where does this quarterback play? But you would have never got any. That's just plain and simple. You would not have got any. So we're going with a team this preseason won 24-0. And I'm going to give you the stat line and the 3 quarterbacks that played, and you need to tell me what team they were. So I'll give you, the stat line was 14 of 25 for 157 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. This team won 24-20. And that was the stat line for the quarterbacks combined. The first quarterback who played the most snaps, Carter Bradley.
Kepler Bradley. Good footballer.
Funny Kepler Bradley. Did you know Kepler Bradley was illiterate? Which isn't funny. It happened. But he used to sit in team meetings and he couldn't read. So Michael Barlow would pinch him if he was in the team or slap him if he wasn't. And one week, Kepler played his best game ever, and Barlow got the thing wrong, and Kepler Bradley went rogue. He's like, "How could I be dropped?"
And he wasn't dropped.
Because he wasn't dropped, but Barlow got
Mickey Barlow got him.
He got it wrong, so did the old so there's a bit of a Kepler Bradley story. But Carter Bradley, boys, any guesses for the team after Carter Bradley? Unfortunately, never heard of you, Carter. So
God, I really should have checked up the stats
I'll
here.
go Baltimore because I know they played.
Give me the Dolphins.
No. Next quarterback that played, 1 pass, 1 completion, 43 yards. So he's had 43 out of the 157. Joey Aguilar, Tennessee quarterback. Was a really good college quarterback, but
I feel like it's a good team. I'm going to have the Niners.
Ravens was incorrect.
both, you haven't got it?
Okay, well I'll go the Colts.
No.
I could tell you Anthony Richardson was out there.
Not for long.
The last quarterback that played, bit of a journeyman, Nick Mullins.
Oh, yeah.
Nick Mullins.
He was in the Niners for a bit. God, this is a good segment, Adam. It's very painful, though.
Detroit.
No.
Give me the Giants.
Incorrect. So the team was the Jacksonville Jaguars. So anyone listening at home that isn't a big NFL fan, that just goes to show you why we won't cover a great deal of the NFL preseason, because a team has won 24 to 20. I didn't know any of them before I asked them. These boys have no idea. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the New Orleans Saints 24 to 20, and we couldn't name one of the quarterbacks on the team.
Yeah, I know Nicky Mullins, but I couldn't have told you what team he was
Former
on.
Brownsman too.
Yeah, I was
he
going to
was
say, Nick Mullins played for the Browns.
He played.
Yeah.
He's a bit like, who were we talking about last podcast?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater. He's been well represented.
Genuine clipboard holder.
Yes, he has been, Nicky Mullins. But yeah, that was a little.
He started a few games, I reckon, there, Patch.
Yeah,
Nicky Mullins,
yep.
he was put out there on the park for a bit.
He's been a footballer. That guy.
That's embarrassing. NFL podcast and we can't know what team with a full QB
Well,
list.
Carter Bradley, I didn't know he even exists.
I think he was on the street last week.
Yes.
They literally just pulled him off the pavement. Turn, you might get a go, mate, the preseason.
If you see me walking around on our NFL trip,
Which elbow did you hurt?
left one, not me throwing one. Not me throwing one.
He's fine.
Not me throwing one. The one thing about preseason is, yeah, there's a lot of names like that you hear, and it's a bit irrelevant unless you're the Cleveland Browns and we're trying to figure out who's going to be our quarterback. They're all blokes that we know well and know they're all shit. You get a good idea for a lot of your rookies, like Fernando Mendoza balled out. Ty Simpson looked really good. We saw what Carson Beck did in the Hall of Fame game. So if you are a team that is blooding a young quarterback, you get a chance to see them, obviously not playing full speed reps against the best of the best, but you get a little taste of what they might be like. So there was a lot of rookies that did play really well.
We had a really interesting one at the Colts. Anthony Richardson played the first half, who will be our third string quarterback for the year.
Who's your backup?
Riley Leonard. He played pretty well on the back end of the year for us.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but he looked good, Riley Leonard, so he definitely earned that QB2. A lot of buzz going around again that AR's missing meetings and just being lazy and whatnot.
He was a number 5?
Four
He-
overall pick.
That is such a miss.
Oh, mate, might be one of the biggest misses ever looking back at it at the quarterback position.
The
Definitely
worst part too, there was so many videos of him coming out in his rookie year, like
Wow.
an absolute cannon of an arm and like super accurate.
My word, like the long balls deep to Alec Pierce. I literally sent one to
Yeah.
Adam the other day. I was like, far out when he did that. He literally slips over and throws a 60-yard ball, hits Alec Pierce right in the tits, walks in for a touchdown. But he showed in the first, he looked better than Riley Leonard, Anthony Richardson in this one. And look, it was a very frustrating watch. He went 11 from 15, which the big knock on him was his accuracy, but
Sounds like a Deshaun Watson 11 of 15.
yeah, it wasn't a pretty 11-15. The big one they were talking about was he had, similar to Deshaun Watson, had a gutless fumble. Like, it was awful. It was so painful to watch. But he's still got the wheels. He's still got the arm. Colts have said that we're not going to trade him anymore. So I kind of like to hear that. I like having him there at the third string. I want to see a few like different packages where we just put him out there and say, hey, mate, go fucking run it in. We don't care if you get injured now. We're not nursing you like that QB1 of the future of the next 20 years. Put him out there in the park in a few different packages and let's use this guy. We've got an absolute 6'4" athlete that can run the pill. I wouldn't mind us seeing him out there this year, but I'm pretty sure he might have played his last regular season game as a Colt.
This is a strange thing about NFL too. Is like a guy like that, when he was drafted, Anthony Richardson, very little film from college, 1 year starter. But then he gets injured in his first year. Now he's a backup, but there's nowhere to like go and prove. Like there's no G League or there's no VFL or in England sport you get loaned to somewhere else. Like you just don't play. And NFL practices are so strict. If you're not the starter, you don't even get reps.
Nah.
You literally just sit and watch. Your only reps are throwing with blokes after practice, which you're not going to ever throw with the starters because once the starters are done, they're done. It is just a bizarre thing. Something like the CFL, I feel like there's such a hole where it could be like Anthony Richardson gets loaned to a CFL side to just go play.
Yeah.
Like, because it's even like literally like Shedeur Sanders last year. Just let the guy play with someone because that's
how you develop.
How you develop and grow.
Yeah.
It's an NFL, I think, thing that just is weird.
Yeah.
The other part too, you look at the CFL and it's like the CFL from the NFL perspective is a joke. Like,
Yeah.
like, we know, like, one of my great mates, Jack Burgess, has been drafted to the CFL. And I was so hyped. I'm like, that's unbelievable. Like, you're going to play in probably the second biggest football league in the world. But the NFL look at it as like, oh, he's playing CFL now. He's playing, like, how is there no link between the two? There's no way that you can pick someone from that, or you can pick a rookie from there, or there's no academy. Like, you look at everything else. There's APL academies, AFL academies. There's so many pathways you can go from being young, not making the big time, and then coming through. Look at the AFL mid-season draft. There's so many people that get missed out on. Like you say, there's so many people that are backups at the moment that could be starters somewhere, but don't get the don't need time, don't get the reps, don't get the opportunities.
Yeah, especially in the AFL. There's been so many guys who've sat in the system for 3-4 years, and then bang, they've like just been playing VFL, getting the reps in. They've come in.
Polkinghorn from Geelong, like
perfect example.
Well, imagine Drew Bledsoe doesn't get injured.
Yeah,
What's Tom Brady's career look like?
100%.
Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
Say Drew Bledsoe plays 5 more years and Brady's as his backup. All of a sudden you don't have the best quarterback of all time.
100%.
Yeah, it's quite crazy. I think like it's just getting that alignment right. Like the CFL, a lot of different rules. No fourth down.
Yeah.
Great for the Aussie punters, but longer field, I'm pretty sure they play with different shaped ball. I'm like, if we get that alignment, then all of a sudden they could have a humming league that you tune in and watch on a
because like
midweek.
The drafts, like the college football setup is so good. Like it is the best in the world as like a farm system because you've got college kids that are going to be playing in bigger venues, bigger sports than NFL teams do. But then once their college seasons are done and careers are done, it's like, well.
It's the one thing that to get off a little bit off topic, the AFL have missed a market, I believe, with my favourite thing about college football, basketball. You can watch a guy from high school, college, the whole way through until he gets drafted. And you can know everything about this guy. You can know everything about the team that he plays with. The AFL, I'm like obviously big football fan, couldn't tell you who we draft the year that we draft and what they're going to be like unless
Well,
you've heard,
they're 17 years old. They're still in high school.
unless you've heard, they do this. Like, I know the Eagles took Josh Lindsay and Cooper Duff-Tyler early last year. I'm like, one's a big motherfucker and one apparently is a nice kick. That's all the info that you get. Whereas there's a massive untapped market, I feel, that the junior games aren't televised. The VFL games are hardly televised. They're getting better at that. But there should be way more opportunities to follow along and go, that's how you get from here to there, like with the NFL and the NBA. I personally think.
For me, I 100% agree with you, Dare Turner. I've been saying this for a while. I think push the draft page up to 20 or 21 and let's really like develop these leagues and have like an under 20s league where it's like, it's on a Wednesday night because like we're always after more footy.
That's the thing too. People go, oh, no one will care. Well, when COVID happened and there was footy every day of the week, you turn the footy on every day. Even if you're not watching it like glued to the television. If there's footy on a Wednesday night, I'm putting it on the television.
If there's highlights coming through your TikTok and your Instagram, you're going to watch them.
It's better than watching the chase every Wednesday night.
Make it a curtain raiser for the AFL. Sell the tickets the exact same as what they do.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sell the tickets for the exact same as what they do. Let them play beforehand. You get 2 games of footy for the price of 1 and you can go, geez, I don't mind look at this kid that's playing.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get him one day.
Like, 10,000 people come earlier. Perfect. Playing in front of a bigger crowd now and it's televised.
We might be onto something.
I reckon we are. They should employ us.
I've been very bullish on this for a very long time.
It's just one of those things is, well, the NFL get it so wrong with just not having a development league. And then, the AFL is the complete opposite. It's just like, you do not have any exposure to these kids before they make the league.
100%. Geez, that was a tangent for you.
It was a tangent, and it was
a good one.
Scripted, not even on the run sheet.
Went from Anthony Richardson to local leagues in the AFL. That's great. Sunday Sledge.
Let's get sledging.
I know he's your captain, but you can't seriously like things away.
You talk the whole game. It works, huh? At least I'm consistent.
Now, boys, I had a few people reach out and say, oh, you didn't do the Sunday Sledge this week. I did. I just did it in a different sort of way. Now, as we said, we went to the ice hockey. I didn't play footy yesterday, so I couldn't say a sledge or something that we did. But I gave a sledge on the socials, the ice hockey. The keeper got done 10-0. And one of the backup keepers, I think he started actually, and then got benched after
before
6 snaps.
any of the 10 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was holding the door. And I just said, you think you've had a bad day? This bloke has been holding the door all day and they've conceded 10. And I had a bit of a laugh about it. But then I felt a bit bad with it, boys. Because I opened up the DMs this morning and the Adelaide Adrenaline goalkeeper has got in our DMs and said, yeah, she was a tough day. So I had to sort of say, look, mate, I was all fun and games. He was very good sport about it. He said, nah, just love that the game is growing.
He was too good of a sport.
It
It made us feel worse.
Yeah, made us feel even worse. But there was your Sunday Sledge. It was just in a different light. I didn't have to sit in. I couldn't have sat in front of the camera because we were out and about, Chamo. We were out gallivanting around. So I just did the sledging this week. Turns, you cop any?
No, I didn't really go near it. So pretty quiet again on the Sledge. As I said, it was a bit of feeling in our game, but I didn't really hear too much untoward. There was nothing really. I got told one after the game. I did take a pretty strong mark on the wing where I think I might have got 150 mil off the ground. It was a bit more than that. But I got told after the game that by one of my mates, one of the teammates, he said, do you know this fella? And I said, yeah, I've known him for a while. And he turned to me and goes, fucking hell, I didn't know Murph would get off the ground like that, the fat prick. So, pre-game I got told by someone else that I played against it, geez, you're looking trim, and then I've got fat prick from someone else. So that was about the extent of me, but yeah, nothing really again.
Boys, I got a bit this week.
Here we go.
I got a bit. We're going to start with the umpire of the Twos game. Coming up against
Gordon or Dalesford umpire?
Dalesford umpire.
So just before you go, I don't like to cut you off, but
Preface it, please.
when an umpire in reserves football wears umpire socks, umpire shorts, umpire hat, and white club umpire, they over-officiate.
I've been umpired by this gentleman on a number of occasions.
They over-officiate.
My mum always says, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. So would you like me to leave the room for this segment?
Well, Turn, I'm going to say some horrible stuff about this man because not that anyone cares, not that any of the listeners care, but this was the worst officiated Twos game that has ever taken place on soil. Stand rule. Let me get started with the stand rule, Turn. Have you ever, in Twos footy this year, have you had a 50 paid for a stand at all?
Funny you mentioned that. I got one Saturday.
You're not helping me argument here, but how many for the year, Turn, have you seen?
That was my first one that I'd copped all
Have
year.
you seen many throughout the whole league for the year?
That would have been the first one I think I've seen.
Senior footy, Jamo, I think I might have seen maybe 10 for the year.
Boys, 8 in the first half. 8 in the first half. And we're talking, he wasn't calling stand as well. He was just paying the 50 and oh God.
So he was going, Mark, come with me.
It was one of the most diabolical umpiring performances I've ever seen. I haven't chirped to an umpire the whole year. I was nearly out of breath. I was lost for words. He sent about 2 of our players off in the first half as well because one of our guys, just shout out to Maxie Fraser, just goes, fuck off. And he goes, bang, you're off. Don't fucking swear at me. His exact words, don't fucking
So
swear
he's
at me.
allowed to swear at you, but you're not
Get
allowed to
me
swear
off.
at him.
One of the young fellas on our team, absolute legend. I just see him giving a bit of chirp. Apparently, you might have to give me the backstory on this one, Adam, but I've heard this particular Twos umpire gets on the drums. Is that a... Yep.
So in the senior game, Dalesford have been reasonably successful the last few years. I didn't know this was the same guy.
Same
But
fella.
they get on and he bangs these like bongo drums, like carrying on like a pork chop, I would say.
Nonce.
It was outrageous. And Matt
It's real nuff behaviour.
goes to me, he's like, oh, why don't you worry about playing the drums? And the ump turns around and goes, why don't you worry about getting a fucking kick, mate? And just goes off and spraying him and spraying him and spraying him. I thought that was... And then he had the audacity to say, someone whinged about one of his calls. Shock. It was another stand 50. And has a whinge to him. He goes, what do you mean? You got the 2 best umpires in all of Ballarat football on today. What are you complaining about?
Who was the other one for yous?
Well, this bloke was his first game, I reckon, ever of umpiring.
I've never seen him umpire before, and he did a good job. I'll shout out to the Gordon umpire. He did a great job.
It was legitimately his first ever game he umpired. He's a guy, I'm not sure his name, but a really good local fella that is new to Gordon. And yeah, saw him after the game he'd umpired.
Great, man. I felt so bad for him because he was thrown to the wolves having umpire.
Could we just get it? So out of 8 in the first half, how many are against Gordon?
Oh, 6. I'm going to say 6.
So he played some against his own team.
He did.
He didn't fucking give us one free kick when we played him.
Mate. And the players were apologising to me from the other team. They're like, sorry, mate. He's like this every week. He's the worst.
We had him during the year, and they
rolled you too, didn't
they? They beat us, and I'll give them credit. They played really well. We played really poorly, but I think there was 4 free kick 50s that resulted in direct goals. We lost by 7 points that day.
So you would say that would be the difference too.
And Dunstown umpire, who umpires every week, you know very well.
Yeah, Jay Carr, good man.
We'll shout him out. Is as non-biased as it ever gets when it comes to umpiring. Like,
very serious umpiring.
He's
umpiring.
He would have umpired me in. I played 100 senior games, and he would have umpired me in
100 reserves games. That's just.
I played 10 senior games. He would have umpired me.
90 reserves games.
He would have umpired me in 80 games of football. We've had a few here and there. And I would have reckoned I've had 10 free kicks from him. That's he doesn't give me anything, but also just doesn't give Dunstown. He's very lenient. That day, he tried to swing the whistle the other way. And I'm going to play him out. And I said, he was trying to even the ledger, which fair enough. And I'm not one, I'd like to say, it takes a very, you need volunteers and you need local umpires, and you can't have a game without the umpires. So a lot of respect for people that do it. And I always shake the umpire's hand, but I give you the fucking hot tip. He went like that, and I just said, fuck off. Post game, he went to shake his hand, and I said, fuck off. And he dirtied up about it. I said, I just didn't say it. I just kept walking. Bronco Ben was behind me, laughed, and he goes, it was kind of funny, but I just, yeah. Oh.
Tell you what, boys, it was an absolute shocker, and give him credit where credit's due. He did straighten up a little bit for the second half there.
Yeah, because you're down by 40 points or something, weren't you?
Game was done. We had 9. As was touched on earlier, as we lead into the second sledge of the week, was we had 1 goal in the first half, and good old granddad comes up to me, Adam, and goes, James, if you kick a goal today, I've got a big juicy nugget waiting for you.
This is a weird thing for Grandpa to say.
Yeah. He's not talking about Max's nugget.
No context.
But with the old prospector, you knew exactly what he was talking about here. And I was like, geez, I might get more in match payments today than what Adam's got for the whole year. So, straightened up a little bit in the second half. Gets pretty late to the fourth quarter. Big momentum swing for the Gordon Twos. We put up a bit of a fight, got within 3 goals, 2 goals actually. We put up a fair fight there. I take a mark about 45 out, DSA Media, Dion Atkinson, he hit me on the chest.
No way he took a mark 40-something out.
Yeah.
Scored.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you.
I took, he hit me.
So you're
40 out, going back about 10 metres. I look over to the sideline with a very long memory from last week about how my goal kicking was going. And I hear, shout out to the best runner in twos footy, Dan Callahan. I hear him from the sideline go, pass it off, pass it off. And I just go,
I've got a nugget on the line.
Hang on, boys. I'm going back. March back to about 50 and I'm rolling in. And last week, boys, with that horrid miss, one of the worst misses of all time, 15 metres into someone's windscreen, there was a lot going on with the wind. And as I'm lining up, I'm just feeling the wind going in all directions. I was like, bugger it. Let's just have a go. As I'm rolling in, I'm hearing, is that the bloke that missed last week? Yeah, that's the guy that nearly missed his shoe. Fuck, he looks awfully like him. And I'm rolling in and I'm just feeling the hands go, oh no, oh no. I've basically just gone blind and I've just thrown the leg at it. Ball sailed straight through the middle. I've turned around.
Cap. No way.
I've turned around and I said, where are you? Who said that? Who fucking said that? I went up to Grandad after the game. He goes, I'm gonna have to dig up a nugget now, James. So, that was.
Sounded quite a good day at the footy.
Yeah. I found a bit of the prune in the second half as well, which was good. I was matched up against probably one of the best defensive twos player going around, 300 game player. Don't know his name.
Yeah,
but
no.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know his name.
fuck, he was good.
James Evans.
James F.
Yeah,
James Evans. Very, very good man. Great operator too.
Yeah.
Played a bit of senior footy against.
Good fella as well.
Yeah.
Good fella. Just not a dirty prick as well.
No.
All the
yes.
fights were going on in the middle of the ground, and me and old Jimmy just sat back there and was having a look. But yeah, he would have had 20 on me in the first half, I reckon, and I didn't touch the thing.
As three key forwards, is there any better feeling than taking a mark and hearing all the noise from behind you and thumping one and just turning around and giving them?
I was ready for the double birds turn. I wanted to know who said that. I was looking for him. Unfortunately, no one filmed this one though.
As I said, Cat.
Funny that, isn't it? It's funny.
Oh,
People don't really care about successes, Jamo. They care about.
They
the
also don't
failures.
care about twos footy.
Jeez, he's got an awful big plug. Any senior players, like Central Highlands, we're not getting like great umpires, and a lot of people that come and play Central Highlands footy, they go, "Oh, fucking umpires are shit." And that you don't have shit umpires until you watch Central Highlands reserves. When, as the boys have touched on, you have some guys that just blatantly cheat.
Beep it out, Mick Winter.
A big fan favourite at Dunstown, actually. Righto, let's get guessing, Jamo.
fuck. I have no fucking idea.
Garts Guesswork off to a flying start.
You were going to get that.
This is a cracking segment.
Rightio, boys. Theme of this week. It's nice all being on venue as well for Garts Guesswork. I can really get in who's buzzed in first. It's going to add a different element to it. I almost thought about throwing myself on the mix this week and thought I'd show you how you're done, but
Well, you couldn't be worse than Aiden is. Aiden is so bad at this.
he did lose the cricket one. That was pretty awful. He's got the mic.
Aiden's trying his best. I've got a mic out. I'm getting into it here.
All right. Well, before rolling into this week, boys, test the buzzers.
Intern.
Tuies.
Test two again.
Tui.
All right, it's working. All right, backup QB, backup of sports edition. I like this one after our little segment, our little Adam's guesswork
Teaser.
earlier on in the program. So, how this one's going to work, boys? We've got a mix. It's going to be a bit of a nearest to the pin in some of these questions as well, boys. So a little bit of a different one. Hopefully a little bit easier for me to clip up for clips this week because I've had a bit of a nightmare with the editing situations. So Garts
And
Guesswork.
whose fault's that? Certainly ain't us.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how's his my fault? You must have been that was mine.
He's the one that makes the segment.
I wasn't swinging the blame anywhere. I'll take full accountability. So, first question here, boys. Name as many quarterbacks as you can who started the season as a backup and went on to win a Super Bowl.
Intern, Tom Brady.
But he didn't start the season as
Wait, hang on. Do you mean they've been a backup quarterback and then...
Started the year
Oh,
as QB2.
sorry, I've misread that.
Started the year as QB2 and
So
played.
what are we giving him a second
No,
chance
you
on?
can count me out for that, for not listening. So that's...
Started the year as QB2 and 1. Nick Foles.
Correct.
That might be me done, though. Okay.
Honestly,
I was going to say, that's all I reckon.
yeah, Nick Foles, correct. Adam for 1 point. Question number 2. How many current NFL QB2s can you name for the 2026 season?
Do we have to give a number or do we just go 1 for 1?
1 for 1.
You're thinking Cleveland Browns because who's there too?
Shouldn't I name all 3? Cleveland Browns.
Go with QB2s.
You can just pick it. I'll give you any.
Riley Leonard.
Oh. Will you give me any of the Cleveland
Yes.
Browns? Okay, well, I'll go to Sean Watson.
Well, he's starting. He's not. He's. Oh,
No, they're all, we haven't got a starting
There's
quarterback.
4 backups at Cleveland at the moment.
Well, and last starting game was Shador, so.
I'll give you that you can name them from each team. So you get 1 from each team.
Okay, so we'll go Marcus Mariota
Michael Penis.
to New Orleans, and we'll go with Spencer Rattler.
Ty Simpson.
Ooh, okay, so we'll head to Jameis Winston.
Sorry, I was,
Great.
yeah.
I've got one really good too.
1.
JJ McCarthy.
Yep.
Joe Milton. Really put him under the pump.
Yeah, I was straight away. You have put me under the pump too.
I've got another one too.
Hang on, fucking, can you stop that?
3, 2, 1.
Case Keenum. Is he still in the league?
Yep.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure.
Case Keenum might not be in the league.
I think he's on the Bears, boys.
Yeah, no, he is actually on the Bears. He might be the Bears' backup.
Elite Paul. I've got another one. God, I hope you don't
Adam?
steal it.
Fernando Mendoza.
Oh, nice one. Snoop Huntley.
Is Snoop still at Baltimore?
Yeah. He's only got about 5 seconds here. Jamie.
Well, I'll go with Nick Mullins.
Did he not say Nick Mullins before?
No.
Oh, Mitch Trubisky.
Where is Mitch Trubisky?
Buffalo.
I don't think he is.
He was last year, wasn't he?
Will Howard.
Well, hang on. Okay, that gives me... Oh, I've got one anyway.
He's on the Titans.
Done.
So he's not the backup. Billy Levis is.
I was about to say, that's really fucked up my next one. Oh, that's really thrown me out here. And Teddy's just fucking retired from Detroit. Oh.
5, 4, 3.
Malik Willis. No, he's started now, isn't he? He got traded from Green Bay.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep. Another point to Adam. That's 2 points. Adam.
So I
No, it's just 1
No,
point.
it's just 1 point.
1 point for the victory there.
Who is your next one?
Zach Wilson or
Oh, yeah. Justin Fields.
Fields,
Fuck
yeah.
me.
Trey Lance.
Who is Trey Lance still in the league?
Yeah,
Is he on the
Chargers.
Chargers?
Who's the backup at Detroit?
Said Josh Johnson.
Yeah, I'll
Hendon
that.
Hooker?
That's where my brain kept going was
All
Detroit.
So what's the score?
2-0.
2-0.
At least that was a decent battle, Adam. You've got to,
Hey, dude,
Thank
you put it up to me. You put it up to me.
the fucking Will Levis one fucked me.
Well, the only reason I knew he wasn't at Buffalo because when I was going through my game earlier, I looked at the Bills and Trubisky wasn't one of.
And I couldn't think of Cincinnati's. I tried to go through.
Yeah, so did I. And it was Brandon Allen last year. But
Yes,
it's not
that's
him
right.
this year.
Yes, that's right.
He was again. I checked the Brandon Allen was maybe New York. He was when I was picking my game. A little bit of cheating, I suppose. His prior education, but
That's okay. What's the next question, Jamie?
All right. Question number 3. Which current backup QB has thrown the most career passing touchdowns?
closest to the pin.
Nearest
or
to the
what's
pin?
Yep.
Case Keenum.
backup quarterback? Who is like a starter that has been benched? Well, are we counting Deshaun Watson as a backup?
Well,
Deshaun
fuck.
Watson.
Grey area.
Deshaun Watson will have more yards than Case Keenum, I would have thought.
Threes
Could have
are
said
out.
Joey Flacco.
That's who's the Bengals. That's
Yeah.
such bad
How do we
by us.
both of us miss that?
Oh, it's so bad by us.
We're casual.
All right.
Casuals.
How many different NFL teams has Josh Johnson played for?
9.
13.
Adam closest to the pin with 14.
That's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
footy.
Nearly half
Yeah.
the league.
What did we say Teddy Bridgewater was? 8.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a lot.
Shout out to Joshy Johnson as well. We met him Radio Row. Absolute legend. Doesn't want to come up against a drop bear, old Joshy.
Does.
4-0, I'm a bit fucked here. More shit than
okay.
Werribee Duck.
Which backup quarterback in the league was drafted highest overall?
Adam, Mitch Trubisky.
Is there one higher?
Oh, can I go again?
Nope.
Huh.
Bad boys.
Bad, is it?
I know who it is.
Yeah, right. And I can't think of it.
5, 3,
Uh,
2, 1.
Yeah, well, I was just.
Jameis.
Fernando Mendoza.
Oh, Jameis went number
Winston,
1.
Yeah,
Fernando Mendoza as well.
that would have been correct. That
Yeah,
would have got
I
me
thought
good,
Jameis-
actually.
I
That would
thought
have
Jameis was
that
number
would have had
3.
me fucked. All right. How many games did Nick Foles start with his Super Bowl winning season?
5.
3.
3 regular season games, 3 playoff games.
So 6.
Adam a
I'm gonna-
point. Yeah.
I'm going to. Do you have to do a nudie run if I like beat you to nil?
I'll get me cocky at the pub.
Which backup quarterback has the most career playoffs wins?
Joe Flacco.
Correct. Last question. We're going to the AFL. Which AFL player has won a grand final and played the least amount of games nearest to the pin?
Adam Toohey, Marlon Pickett.
Can't beat that. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, my next guess, I added Nathan Ablett, but
Yeah.
Marlon Pickett played one.
Marlon
game.
Pickett is correct. He played one game and it was a grand final.
And now he's in prison.
Another pizzling. I honestly think Garts Guesswork, we need to change the competitors.
Well, why don't we change Garts' Guesswork to Garts' Guesswork, but I'll run it and you two go against each other next week.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, it just, why don't you just be better?
I'm trying my little heart out.
Yeah. Maybe you can run the segment turn. That might be the go.
I'll run it next week because there's no point me going again. I'm trying. I'm just not that good.
Yeah. Yeah. At some point, you just have to hang up the boots.
Like you in football.
Correct. The end of next year. Love it, boys. Wow. We cannot thank the Royal Mail enough for having us down here today. Have a look at the backdrop here, by the way. We haven't touched on that. Tyreek Hill, signed jersey. I'm surprised he fits into that thing, boys. I'm having a look at it. It's wider than you, Tony.
Big cheater.
That seems like an awfully unnecessary drive-by. I'm a lot larger than you and I'm a better footballer than you, so put that together.
It's not that hard, Bella.
But chatting with Harry, he's going to make sure all NFL games are on at the Royal Mail. So if you are an NFL fan, want to get up, watch it with a few people, get to the Royal Mail in Sebastopol. They will have the games on. A bit of a tipping competition could be in the works as well.
All right.
Stay tuned. But yeah, been good. On location.
Yeah,
all
good.
Four.
All three of us.
As we mentioned at the start of the program, we had a few teething issues with our new soundboard, mics and all that sort of thing and just the general setup. So next week will be better again and looking forward to it already.
Been an expensive day for Outback Endzone.
Has been. So make sure you buy your shirts, you buy your tickets to the trip.
It's a good one.
And
the merch, yeah.
Heaps of new merch up.
Yeah, Melbourne game merch as well, which you probably want to be ordering now just to make sure it does come in time for the game. So they're flying off the shelves, boys. I think we've only got probably a handful of them left. So make sure you get on there, give them a purchase because pretty good design by U-Turn. I'll give you that, mate.
I don't do much, but when I do it well, except Garts' Guesswork.
That is for sure.
Very good, gentlemen. Well, let's get home to the cot and good record. First live pod, Royal Mail. Thank you very much. We'll see you around, Mike Chris.
See you, Rissel.
See you, Rissel.